How's your journey going? Today's video, I am specifically talking to those of you who are change makers, those of you purpose-driven individuals who are here to make a difference in this world. Is fear holding you back on your path? Fear can come up in so many ways on our path. So I would like to ask you, where is fear showing up for you? Is it showing up in stepping into your bigger purpose? Is it showing up in the way that you're afraid to be seen? For someone might question your spirituality or your holistic belief systems. Is it fear of what others might say? Is it fear of being judged? Is it fear of being on camera? Or is it something else? We have all kinds of fears that hold us back, and some of them seem completely irrelevant. You might have a fear of taxes. You might have a fear of, going out without makeup on. You may have a fear of, roller coasters. I don't know. Name a fear. Think about what the fear is in your life. I'm going to tell you a story and how it impacted my spiritual journey. My fear was the fear of spiders. Let me tell you, that is a tough word for me to say. I said it really pretty great. If you knew me and you knew what I had to do to say that word, you would be excited right now and thinking, go you. So let me tell you a little bit about the story. So I have been scared, terrified of those creatures my entire life. They seemed to hunt me down and scare me, jump out at me, any given time, like they were lurking around the corner, waiting for me. They would show up in my dreams. They would show up in real life. They would show up in books. I would hear people talking about them. Like all of these things would keep happening. And as I began my spiritual path, I knew that this had to be a message for me. I knew, but I couldn't check into it. I couldn't tell anybody because I couldn't say the word. I was terrified that someone was going to approach me with one of them or something. I had all these fears around it that were debilitating. It was a situation to where I could barely function in life. Halloween, as much as I loved Halloween, was terrifying for me. So let me tell you what happened in 2017. So in 2017, I'd already gone through spiritual awakening like 3 years before. In this particular time, my husband had left me. I had left the state, moved back to my home state. I was sitting in a home waiting for it to be foreclosed on. I had no income coming in, no furniture there. There were a few boxes, and a couple of spirit animals paid me a visit while I lived there. One was a mouse, story for another time, and then there was the spider. It showed up on the porch, and normally I would freak out. I would try to kill it. I would try to run. I would try to avoid it. I would try to do whatever I could. But now, being on my spiritual path, I knew that everything is connected. And it was no longer my way or my heart to kill or to harm. So I thought, what can I do? I have got to focus on this particular thing and figure out what the message is, because I knew there was a message. And by the way, the spider is often called grandmother and is very full of wisdom. But the fear I had was so loud, I couldn't hear the wisdom. So on this particular day, I said, listen, what do you want? I'm afraid of you and I don't like this. What is it you need me to know? What is the message? I am not going to harm you. I am going to move you. And I moved it to another area of the house. But I have to know why you keep showing up. What is it you need me to know? And at that time, let's see, 2017, so I was 52, 52. 52 years of my life, I had lived with this debilitating fear, and I finally faced it. And I said, what do you want? What do you want me to know? And what I learned was that there were parts of myself that I was afraid of. By the way, that's called the shadow side. There are many parts of myself that I had hidden away, that I was afraid of, that I didn't know how to step into. Either parts of me that needed to be healed or parts of me that were ready to come out and shine. But there was that fear. You notice my hands, 8. That fear was holding me back. So I thanked the creature for giving me the wisdom. And it changed my life. Now I can say the word. Now I can see a picture. Now I can see the real thing. Now I wouldn't say we're friends. We're definitely not friends. However, I have respect now. And I'm not nearly as afraid as I once was. Like I still don't want to hang out with them. But I can understand and I can appreciate them and I can receive the wisdom. So I ask you, what fear is showing up in your life? If you feel called, put it in the comments. What fear is showing up in your life and what message does it have for you? Is it telling you something that is coming up and ready to be healed? Is it coming up and showing you a part of yourself that you're ready to step into, a higher version of yourself? So keep in mind, with my fear, there were parts of myself. Some of that is wisdom. Part of the message is wisdom. Being able to step into wisdom, being able to step into my role as a coach and a teacher. So what is it for you? What is the fear that is keeping you from moving forward on your path? Because I'm convinced that you are a lighthouse here to shine your light in this world. And part of my mission that I was given is to be a lighthouse for the lighthouses. So, what can you do today to help you shine your light a little bit brighter? If you feel called, put it in the comments. I also offer an intro to alchemy session where we talk for about 20 minutes. And let's see what we can unlock to put your alchemy, your light out in this world.